Hey guys, still outside reading Loser. Still There, chapter 29. It's almost 10 o'clock when the last of the visitors left and the party was over. His parents came and sat with him. You didn't come home when you were supposed to, his mother said. As usual, his father cut in. But we weren't worried at first. We thought you were out playing in the snow. But then, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and you still weren't home. That's when we officially started to worry. His mother called the homes of the kids he might be playing at, and no one answered. A little windy out here. Only an hour there had been a commotion over that lost little girl who was quickly found. And then another child was lost. But when, oh my, things are just falling over in our house. But when it's dark and the streets are deserted, every kid in town is safe, you don't worry. Then you hear police sounds. Only it wasn't for that little girl, and we weren't finding you fast. And boy, that snow was coming down quickly. His dad looks right at him. I was worried. He's thinking of his father delivering mail in all kinds of weather. He's remembering how he used to sit in school and picture his dad. And he said to his dad, "Piece of cake?" Question mark. They slowly told him about the minutes and hours that went by, how Polly tried to stay awake but couldn't, how they were worried, how the police car came, how they were bawling like babies because they were both so happy he was home. "So," his father said, "just where were you all that time?" "In alleys, mostly." "I know you're not tired," his mother says, "but why don't you give it a try and explain to us what you mean?" He asked them if he could stay downstairs and sleep on the sofa. They looked at each other and finally said okay. They kissed him goodnight, and finally he put his head down and started to sleep. The house was dark and quiet, and he was worried. It's there at that quiet time that phones start ringing and pizzas start showing up and all that crazy dreaming that he's dreaming. He closed his eyes again and tried again. Not much happened, but he kept trying. In the dark, a few muscles started to stir. They did not want to sleep, but his eyes started to get heavy, and it comes to him what he needs to do. He gets up, he wears a blanket like a robe. In the dark, he feels for the door. He feels for the deadbolt. He opens the door. He turns the knob and silently looks. He opens the door. The night air is cold on his neck. He leans as far as he can. He smiles when he looks up at the sky, and he sees that the stars are still there. He comes back in, closes the door, and again he's on the sofa. He feels calm and at peace, closes his eyes, and falls asleep.